host, Dame Links. Remember, love yourself, no exceptions. Look, make sure you are subscribed over on YouTube and SoundCloud. Just type my name in, you know. That way you can get the full experience. So look, you know, over here at LYNX Live, we love to keep it PC. You know what I'm saying? Keep it pop culture. And look, you know, it's been a lot of talk. It's been a lot of talk about Dr. Dre's The Chronic turned 30 this past December. 30 years old. Then also 50 Cent just last week, his debut album Get Rich or Die Trying turned 20. You know, it got me just to thinking, damn, I remember where I was when those albums dropped. I remember listening to those albums. So I went and looked, and I wanted to just see what albums were celebrating birthdays this year. So look, I got a few here. Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On. That turns 50 this year. Okay. Stevie Wonder, Inner Visions, also turns 50. Okay. Toni Braxton, her debut album, and y'all know how much I love Toni Braxton, turns 30 this year. Ooh, Janet Jackson, the Janet album, turns 30 this year too. Two great albums. Escape's debut album turns 30. Homie coming at you. You know we love Candy Birds over here. Shout out to Candy Birds. Shout out to Candy Birds. Okay. Beyonce, Dangerously in Love, one of my favorite albums of all time, turns 20 this year. And I definitely know where I was when I purchased that album. Khalees, Tasty, one of my favorite albums from Khalees, turns 20 this year. Jay-Z, The Black Album, turns 20. And that album, I can't even get into that on air. That album has such, it just has so much sentimental value to me, man. I don't even want to get into it. Alicia Keys' Diary is another one that just means a lot to me. That turns 20 this year. You know? And also, Outkast, Speakerbox, Love Below turns 20. That's another one that means a lot to me. Okay? Drake, Nothing Was the Same, turns 10. So that's how I know I've been in Atlanta too long. Because that album came out when I was moving to Atlanta. I remember listening to that album nonstop when I was driving the truck back and forth from my hometown to Atlanta. Back and forth. So that's how I know. Because Drake, Nothing Was the Same, turns 10. His second classic effort. ASAP Rocky's debut album, Long Live ASAP, which I love, turns 10 this year. Kanye West Yeezus turns 10. And I know a lot of y'all didn't like that album, but that was for the fans. That was for us. Back when, you know. And then also Jay-Z, Magna Carta, Holy Grail turns 10. That was the album that he dropped like exclusively on the Samsung or some shit, which made history when it dropped. So, I mean, what do these albums mean to you guys? I feel like it's aging me so much, but just to see the growth of these albums and to remember where you were when they dropped, it's just so sentimental. So I love it. Happy birthday to all of these great albums. So look, we're going to get out of here. I do want to give a shout out because I got to spend a lot of time with some of my day one friends this weekend. And man, it felt so good to have that energy. It felt so good to be able to have fun like we used to do. And I just want to remind y'all before we get out of here, check on your people. Check on your people. People out here going through a lot of shit, and we all just trying to figure it out. It ain't getting easier. So make sure y'all checking on your people. Look, I'm Dame Links. Love yourself, no exceptions. I do have a cool kid of the week for you guys. It's my girl, Callie. Callie's straight out of Atlanta. I love her so much. She did a freestyle to Fuck Nigga Free. So she's going to be our cool kid of the week this week. Look, that's it for LYNX Live. And I'll see y'all next week, all right?
So who the fuck is this? You got